Hey, what is up everyone? So today I'm going to review the Asus VY249HF-R monitor. This is one of the most affordable 24-inch monitors I could find from a well-known brand like Asus, and in this video I'm going to cover everything you need to know if you're planning on buying this monitor. So first let's unbox this and see what we get. So this is how it looks like after I remove the cardboard box. Inside we have the quick start guide, an L-shaped screwdriver plus 2 screws to mount the stand to the monitor, a power cord, an HDMI cable, another power cord with the US pin I think, the neck piece of the monitor stand, a piece of plastic which I will show you where this goes later on, the base of the monitor stand, and the monitor itself. Alright, so this is how the monitor looks like after I set this up on my desk. Looks very stylish in my opinion and definitely has some gaming sort of looks to it. Okay, so let's talk about the main specs. So this monitor is 1080p 24 inches. The actual viewing area of the display is 23.8 inches. This monitor has a 1 millisecond response time and a 100 Hz refresh rate. The panel is an IPS LED panel, 16 by 9 aspect ratio, and a maximum brightness of 250 nits. When it comes to the video features, this has the Asus Splendid technology, trace speed technology, Game Plus, Quick Fit, Adaptive Sync, Motion Sync, Low Blue Light Filter, and Asus iCare Plus technology. When it comes to the ports on the back, we have an HDMI 1.4 port, audio out, and the power connector port. According to Asus, the maximum power consumption on this monitor is 21 watts and the weight of this monitor including the stand is 4 kilograms. So those are some of the key specifications and video features of this monitor. Now, right out of the box, one of the first impressions I had with this monitor is how good the build quality is and how much of nice little touches that Asus has added to this monitor. To name a few, the stand is super sturdy. It's built with mostly metal and feels very premium. Also remember the piece of plastic I showed you guys earlier? So after adding the 2 screws to fit the monitor and the stand, you can cover this area with that piece of plastic so it looks neat. Also you can hang this monitor on a wall if you have a wall mount, and the screw holes for the wall mount are covered with these rubber pieces if you are not using the wall mount as a nice little touch so it doesn't look ugly. Right, now let's talk about the picture quality. The picture quality on this is so good and I have zero complaints. The image does look a little warmer even if the colors are set to standard, and if you have used an Asus monitor before, you guys know that this is the signature color style of Asus, and to be honest I like the warmer look because I mostly use this monitor for watching movies, TV shows, YouTube, and the warmer colors can actually help to improve what I'm looking at. To give you all an idea, this is how the monitor looks like when you look at it from an angle. But to be honest guys, this is a 24-inch desk monitor, so most probably you will be looking at it from the front, but it's good to know that you can see a certain amount of the screen when you look at it from the side. Alright, I want to show you guys the settings menu of this monitor and some of the important, let's say interesting settings on the monitor as well. By the way, the buttons on this monitor are not too difficult to press to change the settings and does not feel cheap at all. So in this main menu of the monitor, we have Splendid, iCare, Color, Image, Settings, and Shortcuts. So let's go through these one by one and see what's there. In Splendid, this is where you change the mode of the monitor. You can set different modes based on your preference like gaming mode or reading mode. And then we have iCare. So here you have settings regards to protecting your eyes like the blue light filter, activate a reminder to take a rest. Also you can change the RGB white colors here, based for your liking. And then we got color. Here we can change the brightness, contrast, saturation, and the color temp. You get 4 color temps here by the way, which are cool, normal, warm, and user mode for custom color mode. And then we have image. Here you can change the sharpness, adjust the amount of trace free, aspect control, ACSR, which stands for Asus Smart Contrast Ratio, Motion Sync, and Adaptive Sync. And here we have the settings of the settings where you can control a set of things. Let's say your volume, you have Game Plus mode, and under Game Plus mode you have few set of options like you can add a crosshair to the monitor itself, create a timer, you get a inbuilt real-time FPS counter, which can be very useful by the way, and a display alignment if you want to, let's say, have a custom alignment on your display. Also, we have settings for quick fit, power saving, OSD setup menu, language, key lock, monitor information, power indicator LED on or off, power key lock, and all reset. And finally, in the main settings menu, you can create shortcuts for two buttons on the monitor. I have added brightness and contrast controls for these buttons, guys. So this is how the settings menu looks like. Let's talk about what this monitor is, let's say, good for. I can definitely recommend this monitor if you're planning on watching a lot of content like me, like movies, TV shows, and YouTube. Just perfect for that. Also, I can recommend for gaming as well, since it has a 1 millisecond response time and a 100Hz refresh rate, which can be pretty good for gaming. Also, if you're, let's say, looking for a basic 24-inch monitor on a budget, I can still recommend this actually. Now, I also want to talk about some concerns as well. For some users, they might not be happy with this giant back of this monitor, since most monitors these days are slim. I was going to think about that as well when I was planning on buying it, but to be honest, it doesn't actually matter. After you set it up on a desk like mine, which is right in front of a wall, you will not see that big back either way. Second thing is the weight. This monitor weighs 4 kilograms with the stand, so it's a bit heavy. And finally, the warmer colors. Now, even though I personally like warmer colors, I know some of you guys out there who wants 100% accurate colors. If that's the case, you can simply change the color output to cool. If not, you can customize it to your preferred settings and you should be able to get the output you are looking for. When it comes to the price, I paid 35,500 Sri Lankan rupees to buy this from a local store. And if you're buying this from Amazon, you can get this for $99 right now, which is a really good deal. And I'll add some links in the description below if you want to buy one for yourself. Now, like I said guys, I can recommend this monitor basically for anyone who's looking for a good monitor, which could be for, let's say, day-to-day work, gaming, watching movies, or say anything else. And like I said in the beginning guys, this is one of the most affordable 24-inch monitors you can buy at the moment from a good brand like Asus. Personally, I'm quite happy with it and I'm pretty sure you guys will too. Hope you guys found the video useful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and consider hitting the subscribe button guys for me to hit 1000 subs. It really does help the channel. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you again in the next one.